Welcome back to the New Ways mod. The last video we slowly united Europe and destroyed the US hegemony. Now it's time to unite the rest of Europe. While our army fought in the USA, Mussolini saw the chance to attack us. But the French army saved us and pushed the Italians down all the way to Napoli. Now it's time to end them. We helped the French with our motorized rocket artillery, and the Italians quickly capitulated once we had captured the whole Italian peninsula. As the French did most of the work, we only got Tyrol and Friuli in the peace deal. With the Italians defeated, there are only some nations left in Europe that haven't joined our faction, and it's time to force them to. We started with Belgium. They were already surrounded, so it was an easy win. Then we continued to the left-wing mishmash in Spain. But right as we attacked them, our French ally declared war on Russia. We had no divisions nearby, so we had to quickly defeat Spain and train new ones. In Spain, we launched an offensive to Madrid and Barcelona. We broke through and quickly captured the cities. Then we took the rest. With the Spanish defeated, we could turn our army against the Russians. But before we began pushing them back, we received a message from the French. They said that they were finally ready to be integrated with us. So we integrated them and some of their puppets. We have defeated the Russians, the only big enemy left in Europe. But there are still some nations to integrate, and while we fought the Russians, Japan and its allies took the opportunity to attack us. Luckily for us, all our allies and puppets formed a sort of coalition to help us defend against them. Now we have a massive border with the Japanese. But before we start attacking them, we will take over the last 4 nations that haven't joined us in Europe. Denmark. Bulgaria. Crimea. Sicily. The war against the Japanese will be hard. We are fighting in the regions with the least supply, but we have an advantage. We have built some new supply hubs and we have transport planes. We began pushing the Japanese in Iran and encircled small amounts of their army. We captured Tehran and encircled more and more of the Japanese. While we captured Iran, we also began pushing into China from Russia and Indochina. We even managed to capture the Chinese capital. Then we continued along the Chinese coast. We have achieved 2 massive encirclements in northern China. We will close them, capture Korea, and then put all our efforts on the Chinese mainland to capitulate the Chinese. We have defeated them. Now the only nation left is Japan, but they have prepared for this. They have built up strong defenses and are ready to repel any naval invasion. But we have a counter for this. Our scientists have been researching a new super weapon. A bomb to obliterate all defensive infrastructure. While our scientists are building it, we will finally integrate the rest of Europe and unite the continent. Finally, there are no more borders in Europe. We have united all of it. Now it's time to invade Japan. We launched our naval and paradrop invasion. Sadly, the paratroopers didn't launch and our Russian puppet landed their naval invasion before us. But we managed at least to get our troops to the other side. We had overestimated the Japanese defenses. We quickly moved north and captured Nagoya and Osaka. The Japanese capitulated when we captured Tokyo and Niigata. Finally, there is peace in the world again. We have united Europe and spread democracy all over the world. Thanks everyone for watching and see you next video.